So in the session of Greco letter design, we have discussed in the previous session regarding how we will make the design by using four different assembly methods to analyze the effectiveness of four different assembly methods by using four different operators, and keeping in mind the order of the assembly, uh, and also the workplace operators using for the assembly of the jobs or products. So we will have to block the effect of operator as well as order of the assembly and the workplace effect. So in order to enter the data in the Minitab for the further analysis, it is suggested to you people that first of all enter the column of the row of the data as given to you people in the rows. Means you will have to enter the data of the first row. Okay, first row. In the first row you have four different values, four different cells, 1 2 3 4. So you will have to write the first row order of the assembly as four times. Okay, so people see here that order of assembly, it is written four times, 1 1 1 1. Then we have second order of assembly, again it is repeated four times, third order of assembly four times, fourth order of assembly four times. So the data of the first four different rows for the order of assembly are depicted as in the order of the assembly: 4 times 1, 4 times 2, 4 times 3, and 4 times 4. Okay, so by using this rule, it will be a bit easy for you people to enter the data. Then you will have the data of the columns. So column 1, there are four columns: 1 2 3 4, and each column has four different entries. Means each column has four different cells. So you will have to now match the already make a column with the this new one column or effect of the operator. So how you will match it? I'm going to minimize little bit the screen so it will be easy to you people then now. Okay, for the first you can say row, means this is for the first cell. So first cell जो था ये वाला, इसके साथ कौन सा कॉलम मारा था? वन, इस ऑपरेटर वन. सो इस रो के साथ ऑपरेटर वन, ये वाला कॉलम मारा था. सो यू राइट अगेन वन वन, ये आ गया. ठीक है. देन फॉर द फर्स्ट रो, ये फर्स्ट रो का जो सेकंड आपके पास सेल आया है, उसके लिए कौन सा कॉलम था? टू. आपने टू लिख लिया. देन अगेन वी आर रिपीटिंग द असेंबली मेथड वन. सो फॉर द असेंबली मेथड वन, which column is associated with the third cell? So third column is associated, we will write 3 here. Then for the fourth cell associated with the order of assembly, first order of assembly is the 4. So it means that for the first order of assembly we have four different operators. Means the first different assembly method is tested by all of the operators. So you can see that the same order of assembly has been assigned to the operators. That second order of assembly is performed by operator 1 2 3 4. No one have missed the second order of assembly. So in the assembly method become two, for the second order of assembly, operator 1, operator 2 3 4. So what you will write? You will again write 1 2 3 4. So for the order of assembly, again 1 2 3 4, it is done by all of the four operators. And for the fourth assembly, it is also done by the four of the operators, all of the four operators. So 1 2 3 4. So till now, if you are having any question in your mind, let me know please. So Shahid asked a question that whether it is compulsory that all of the you can see cells have the values, no have equal values. Means the first row have the first order of assembly is done by all of the four different operators. So whether it is necessary or not that we have some values missing. So the design in which all of the number of rows and the number of columns, there is no missing cell associated with the number of rows and the number of column. So that cell is known to be as balanced complete design. ठीक है. एक मुदस्सिर, stop the video. So the design in which no cell is missing, you can say this is the balanced complete design. Whereas the next topic is balanced incomplete design. Wait a minute, I'm going to tell you about the next top one. This is your answer, that in case of balanced incomplete block design, so you can see that for the treatment catalyst number 2, one of the block batches of raw material means the treatment 2 haven't has not been performed on the uh, on the raw material number 1 at by using at the catalyst by using catalyst number 2. So same is the case for the block batches of raw material. For the second batch of raw material, the treatment has not been performed by using the catalyst number 4. Same is the case for the batch raw material batch third, and the experiment is missing for the catalyst number 1, and for batch number 4 the experiment is missing for catalyst number 3. So sometime it is we haven't a full data or complete data. So the reason of having incomplete data is that it may be due to cost or maybe due to time. Sometimes the raw material is not enough with us that in order to perform all of the experiment, or sometimes it's too much costly, so it is impossible for us to perform. In this case, it is known as balanced incomplete block design. Okay, so we are going back towards our topic. So till now, any question I have told you? अब चूंकि ये जो पूरे का पूरा डिज़ाइन बनाया गया, इट्स टोटली रैंडमाइज्ड, इट मीन्स दैट आई हैवंट यूज इन द फर्स्ट रो एंड द फर्स्ट कॉलम एज ए बी सी डी, इधर भी I haven't used it. So it's totally randomized, so it's upon your will that whether you will gonna write method first or assembly or workplace first. So for the data entry, I have inputted a workplace that is represented by alpha beta gamma delta at the third place, and whereas the methods a b c d at the fourth place. So if I have used methods in the regular sequence, that a b c d and a b c d, so it will be a bit easy for you people to enter the data. However, in this case it's a bit difficult for, because as you have to check each and every cell while making the column. So we are going to make column one by one. So how we'll make the column? So for the column one, that is for the first assembly method that is done by the first operator, the uh, the workplace number 2 is used. So I have written 2, and the method uses C, that is on the third place. So third number, and the assembly time is in 11 minutes. ठीक है. Then the second second cell I'm going to explain that the order of assembly was 1 with operator number 2, 1 2, by using assembly method B, that is 2 written here, and at the workplace number 3 gamma, it is 3, and the time taken 10, so I've written this here is 10. ठीक है. So now we're going to explain the sixth number. So sixth number हमारे पास ये वाला बनेगा. Sixth number is done by using order of assembly 2 by using operator 2. So at sixth number 2 2 by using workplace number 4, that is delta, and order and method of assembly C, that is third one. So 4 3, and the time taken is 12 minutes. So now it is a bit clear to you people that how we will go to input the data.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Clear.
sir.
रो में क्या था?
Order of assembly.
हाँ, इधर मैं
जी।
पूरा पूरा लिख देता हूँ. ठीक है जी. एक मिनट, इसको लिख देते हैं ऑर्डर असेंबली ऑर्डर लिख देते हैं. ठीक है, फिर बहुत बड़ा लिखा हो जाएगा. असेंबली ऑर्डर ये हमने ये लिख लिया. ठीक है जी. ओके, सेकंड वन क्या था?
ऑपरेटर था सर.
Operator.
ऑपरेटर. ठीक है. थर्ड वन इसमें आप जो अपनी मर्जी जो लिखवाना चाहो, कोई मसला नहीं, बता दो.
Workplace.
वर्क प्लेस. ओके जी, वर्क प्लेस हमने लिख दिया, और उसके बाद हम लिख देते हैं मेथड. ठीक है जी.
Method.
METHOD. सो आई हैव टोल्ड यू पीपल दैट
Time.
सबसे आपके पास वो हाँ टाइम. ठीक है. असेंबली टाइम असेंबली असेंबली टाइम हमने लिख लिया. ठीक है. सो अब हम क्या करेंगे, वी हैव 4 डिफरेंट असेंबली ऑर्डर्स. ठीक है. सो वन, सबसे पहले हमने रोज का डेटा प्रोडक्ट करना है. रोज का डेटा हम 4 दफ़ा क्यों 1 लिखेंगे, क्योंकि हमारे पास फर्स्ट रो के अगेंस्ट 4 सेल्स हैं. देन 2 अब ये क्या है कि हम 4 दफ़ा 2 लिखेंगे, हमारे पास रो 2 के अगेंस्ट भी जो असेंबली ऑर्डर है उसकी 4 डिफरेंट वैल्यूज हमारे पास अवेलेबल हैं। सिमिलर द केस वी विल गोइंग टू राइट 3 4 टाइम्स एंड 4 डिजिट आल्सो 4 टाइम्स। सो ये हमने कर लिया। इसके बाद हम क्या करेंगे, ऑपरेटर। सो ऑपरेटर्स हमने एक सीक्वेंस में इसको असाइन किए थे। सो हम लिख देंगे 1 2 एंड 3 एंड 4 एंड आई एम गोइंग टू कॉपी इट, कंट्रोल सी, इसको मैं कंट्रोल वी कर देता हूँ, ठीक है जी, ताकि टाइम ज़रा बच जाए। सिमिलर केस आपने डेटा इनपुट कर लिया, ठीक है जी, यह सारा डेटा इनपुट हो गया। अब हमने क्या करना है, अब हमने वर्क प्लेस की तरफ आना है। तो हम देखेंगे कि वर्क प्लेस जो है वो इसके साथ वो हम ऐसा करेंगे कि वर्क प्लेस और मेथड एक साथ इनपुट कर लिया करेंगे टाइम, ताकि आप लोगों ने सिर्फ फोकस करके रखना है, ताकि मुझे बार बार स्विचिंग ना करनी पड़े, ठीक है। ये वाला है क्वेश्चन, ठीक है। सो अब आप देख लें कि इसमें मुझे क्या इंटर करना है। इसमें मुझे इंटर करना है 1 1 के साथ क्या इंटर करूँगा मैं, 2 3
2 3
2 3 11, 2 3 और 11 ये मैंने इधर पुट अप कर लिया। एक मैं आपको एक दफ़ा बता देता हूँ, उसके बाद बस मैं डेटा इनपुट करता रहूँगा। वर्क प्लेस 2, असेंबली मेथड 3 और असेंबली टाइम 11, ठीक है जी। इस तरह ये मैं इसको बार बार
4 to 10
जी। अगेन फॉर द सेकंड हम क्या पुट अप करेंगे,
4 to 10
हाँ
3 to 10 सर,
हाँ
3 to 10
3 to 10, ठीक है। 3 एंड देन 2 और फिर 10, ठीक है जी। नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज।
4 4 14 सर,
हाँ 4 4 4 14। अब आप कोई और स्टूडेंट बताएगा नेक्स्ट वन, ताकि आपको डेटा पुट अप करना सबको आ जाए। 4 एंड 4 एंड 14, ठीक है जी। ओके अब बता दो आप।
118.
ओके लेट मी चेक, 118, ठीक है। इतनी देर में मैं डेटा पुट अप करता रहूँगा, आप लोग सोच के मुझे बताते जाना, ठीक है। ओके जी, अब अगला बताएं।
2 to
128.
7.
2 2
2 to 7.
और ये कौन सा बता रहे हो ये?
118 है सर.
1 to 8 सर,
एक मिनट में खुद
1 to 8.
एक मिनट खुद बताता हूँ। देखो अब हमने क्या करना है, मैं सेकंड रो का डेटा पुट अप करना है। सो इट विल बिकम टोटल, मुझे वो कैसे मिलेगा, वो मिलेगा मुझे 2 देन ऑपरेटर नंबर 1 2 1 और फिर ये अल्फा ये 1 है। सो 2 1 1 और इसके बाद मेरे पास बी है 2 आ जाएगा। सो 2 1 1 2 और फिर 8 लिखा जाएगा। एम आई राइट?
यस सर, वो मैंने
सर
थर्ड वाले का सीक्वेंस के बगैर
हाँ
बताया.
हाँ बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। 2 1 सॉरी, हाँ ये देखो 2 1 और फिर 1 था।
यस सर, 1 to 8
2 1 1 2 8 इस तरह था ना।
यस यस सर,
ओके ठीक है। ओके नेक्स्ट वन प्लीज। So till now we have input the data in the Excel in the Minitab sheet, and now we are going to check. We're going to analyze the data by using the ANOVA. So what is the procedure of ANOVA? First of all, we will go to Stat, then ANOVA. From the ANOVA, we will select GLM, Generalized Linear Model, Fit Generalized Linear Model. We will click on it. So what is the response with us? Assembly time is the response, then factors. So we have the factors, assembly order, then operator, workplace, method, ठीक है जी, and it is randomized design. Okay, model. Okay, and I'm going to click OK. So here is the summary. They have assembly orders are kept by fixed at 4 different levels. 1, 2, 3, 4 operator are fixed at 4 levels. 1, 2, 3, 4. It means it's a balanced design. Then we have 4 different factors we have taken into our study. Okay, and name of them as assembly method, operator, workplace, and the method, and these are the results of all of the methods. Okay, so which method is proved to be the significant one? Anyone of you can tell me?
सर जिसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी सबसे ज्यादा p वैल्यू
ओके, नहीं प्लीज आप मुझे आंसर करें कि कौन सा जो फैक्टर दैट इज प्रूव टू बी द सिग्निफिकेंट वन.
असेंबली ऑर्डर 3 सर.
Okay, anyone of you else?
First one, sir.
Which factor is proved to be significant? Okay, very good. G, anyone else? Hurry up, guys.
First one, sir.
Okay. और कोई शायद?
सर अल्फा वैल्यू क्या थी 0.05?
जी.
सर इसमें तो फिर कोई सिग्निफिकेंट नहीं है.
शायद.
सर अगर इसमें हम मीन स्क्वायर देखे तो सबसे ज्यादा तो मेथड की आ रही है सर 31.83.
The answer is very simple. There is nothing significant in this analysis. ठीक है. The effect of all 4 assembly methods are found to be significant. There is nothing effect of the change in operator on the assembly time. Workplace is also found to be insignificant. Effect have an insignificant upon the assembly time, and same is the case the method. So all of the 4 different factors are found to be ignorant, having an insignificant effect on the assembly time. Okay, because the p-value of all the factors are greater than 0.05, and same is the um, answer I have got in the solutions. You people can see here. This is the solution. Okay, so this was a question that 4.5 एग्जाम्पल, ये 1.5 एग्जाम्पल ये पीछे सी एक्सरसाइज में दी हुई है. सो इंडस्ट्री इंजीनियर था, वो 4 डिफरेंट ऑपरेटर्स को यूज़ कर रहा था एज अ 4 सोर्स ऑफ वेरिएशन. ये पूरा क्वेश्चन पीछे गिवन है, सिर्फ इसने थोड़ी सी एक्सटेंशन की है क्वेश्चन की. 4.15 आप पढ़ लेना. सो फोर्थ फैक्टर वर्क प्लेस इज इंट्रोड्यूस, ये वाला क्वेश्चन था. डेटा सारा गिवन था इस तरह ही. ठीक है जी, ये GLM इसने किया, जनरलाइज लीनियर मॉडलिंग से इसको किया. ये फैक्टर सारे और ये पूरे का पूरा नोवा टेबल. अब देख लें बेशक आप, इसने क्या किया था सबसे पहले, इसने मेथड जो था ABCD, उसने इसका कॉलम नंबर 1 बनाया. देन ऑर्डर ऑफ द असेंबली, इसने जो रोज थे उसको इसने सेकंड नंबर पे रखा. देन ऑपरेटर जो थी कॉलम, इसको थर्ड नंबर पे मिनी टाइप में इंटर किया. और वर्क प्लेस जो था अल्फा बीटा गामा डेल्टा, इसने उसको मिनी टाइप में फोर्थ कॉलम में इंटर किया. सो ये वैल्यूज बेशक आगे पीछे हो जाए, लेकिन आपने देखा, आप देख सकते हैं. मैं ना मिनी टाइप पे शिफ्ट कर देता हूँ. आप ये वैल्यूज जरा याद रखना कि मेथड 0.167 और ऑर्डर जो है 0.996. सो आप यहाँ मिनी टाइप में भी चेक कर सकते हैं. ठीक है, क्लियर?
Okay, sir.
यस सर.
It is nothing is found to be a significant one. So अगर हम assembly time का regression analysis find out करें, तो ये हमारे पास की regression की इक्वेशन बनती है. लास्ट जो क्लासेस में मैंने आपको regression की सारा इक्वेशन जो थी वो बनाना बताई हुई थी. So ये this is all about this question. Any question in this? So far we have done a short introduction from the book about the Greco-Latin scale design. Then we have studied an question. Then we have put the data as per the learn how to put the data of the question in the Minitab, and how to perform the analysis by using 3 different factors. In the Minitab, we have used the command GLM, generalized linear model, and we have conducted the ANOVA on the data. So in order to perform the data manually, so these are the different formulas which by using these formulas, we can calculate the effect of latent scale treatments, the Greek letter treatments, rows and the columns. So this is the example number 4.4 in your book. That is an extension of the example 4.3, because the 4.3 example is simply based upon the latent scale design in which there is no Greek letter alpha, beta, gamma, and delta has been used. Whereas in example 4.4, an extension so in this the extension is that there will be there will be 5 different assembly methods that are denoted by the Greek letters alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon. And the result become a 5 cross 5 Greco-Latin and Latin design. So it is shown in the table 4.20. Okay, this is the 5 cross 5. There are 5 batches of raw material, and 5 different operators are working with the alpha, beta, gamma, delta. These are the 5 different test assemblies. We have 5 different test assemblies that is written here and represented by alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and epsilon. So how we will going to calculate the effect of assembly methods means alpha, beta, gamma, and delta. So first of all, what you people have to do, you will have to calculate the effect of individually the sum of the values associated with the alpha, sum of all the values with the beta, same is the case with the gamma, delta, and epsilon. So how you will assemble the values, we'll do it practically in the example. So the value associated with the alpha is -1 in the first column, then alpha will be used in the second column, and the value associated with the alpha is 6. So 6 plus -1 is become 5. Then in the third column, alpha is the values with the alpha is 5. So 5 plus 5 equal 10. Fourth column, alpha is 4, it become 14. And with the fifth column, alpha is equal to -4, so 14 minus 4 is equal to 10. So look at here, alpha is equal to 10. Then I'm going to calculate delta. So delta with the first one is 1, then delta become 1 minus 5 equal to -4. Then here in the third column, gamma is equal to sorry, delta I'm going to calculate. Delta is -5. So -4 and -5 -9. Then delta is equal to, sorry, I'm again repeating this. This is alphabetic delta. So delta, please, 1 minus 1, it's equal to 0. Then delta here is -5. Here delta is 2. -5 plus 2 is equal to -3. And here delta is equal to -1. So -3 -1 equal to -4. In this way, you will have to calculate all these values associated with the alpha, beta, gamma, and delta and epsilon. By calculating all these values, by values with all these Greek letters, what you have to do, you will have to as these are the 5 different test assemblies. So Greek letter, this formula we will going to use. Okay, 1 minus p, where p is the equal to 5, and we will take the square of all these individual values we have taken by the summation. Y tetra square means the square of all the sum of all the square of the summation of all the values. So we got 10 square, because y dot k, this is the square of all the Greek letters. We got here, you can see 10 minus 6 minus 3 minus 4 13. So 10 square minus 6 square minus 3 square minus 4 and 13 whole square. These are all the square of all the values. 1 minus p means order of the matrix, that is a 5 cross 5 matrix has been used. Then minus, so y triple dot, the value is equal to 10, and we have 25 number of capital and 25 number of observations. You can see that in this column we have 25 number of observations, 1 2 3 4 5, and we have 5 cross 5 matrix, so we have 25 number of observations. So by calculating this, we got sum of square of assemblies equal to 62. So we can easily calculate in the book there is only they have calculated only the effect of whether the effect of 5 formulation is significant or not. So what will be your decision, whether the effect of formulation is significant or insignificant?
Significant, sir.
And the effect of formulations in this question is found to be significant because the p-value is less than 0.05. So it means that as we have 5 different formulations, so the effect of 5 different formulations is found to be significant. There is a significant difference among the effects of these formulations. So any question till here you people can ask.